Okay, so today we are continuing our look at using vectors to, or just vector addition. And like I said yesterday in the other video, this is all used in physics. I'm not a physics teacher, so I'm just teaching you the math behind what you would do in that class. So here we go. So, you know, today you're given three different vectors, u, v, and w, okay? And you're basically doing either vector addition, vector multiplication, scalar multiplication, or scalar multiplication mixed with, vector addition or subtraction. So, you know, it's really not that bad. So here we go. So u plus v. So basically how you do this is you have vector u and you have vector v, okay? And so I'm just going to take, when you're adding, you just add the i's. So what's 2 plus negative 4? So 2 plus negative 4, and that number is going to go with the I. And then you're going to have negative 5 plus 2. And put that with j. Okay, so negative 2 plus a negative 4, negative 2 minus 4 is negative 2i. And then negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3j, so it's minus 3j. And that is your answer. Okay? V minus w, so you take negative 4. And it really, when you do this, you have to really make sure you're taking the right number first. So it's v, so that's why we go negative 4, right? When you're doing this, order is important, okay? So negative 4 minus 6, and I'll put that with I, plus, and then 2 minus a negative 2, okay? And put that j. So negative 4 minus 6 is negative 10i, and then negative 2 plus a negative 2 is 4, j. Okay? W minus V. And you'll see why order is important, because V minus W, W minus V will not equal the same thing. Okay, so W minus V, so I go 6 minus a negative 4. Okay, that's I, plus, and then negative 2 minus 2. That was J. Negative, or 6 minus a negative 4 is 10i. And then you have negative 2 minus 2, so that's minus 4j. Right? And as you can see, the signs are different. So you have negative 10i plus 4i, and when you go v minus w, and you go w minus v, you go positive 10i minus 4j. So order is important when you're doing this, so just make sure you're watching that and following it. Now, what happens when you have 4u minus 2v, right? Well, first you've got to take 4 times everything, the vector u. And then you got to take 2 times vector v, right? And then you can subtract. So how does that look? Well, 4 times u equals 4 times 2i minus 4 times 5j. So 4 times 2 is 8i, and then 4 times 5 is minus 20j, right? And then 2v equals 2 times a negative 4, oops, it's not j, that's I, and then plus 2 times 2j. So 4 times negative 2 is negative 8, I, and then 2 times 2 is 4j. Right? So now, if you combine these, right, so you go 4u minus 2b, so I'm going to go, now when I'm combining this, I'll go 8 minus a negative 8i plus a negative 20 minus 4j. That goes with j. Negative 8 minus 8 is 16i. And then negative 20 minus 4 is minus 24j. So there's your answer. Okay, so it's just a little bit more work, a little bit more steps. It's really not that hard. It's just very simple multiplication and adding and subtracting positive and negative numbers. Okay, v plus w. Right, so let's scroll up just a little bit. V plus w. Right, so you have negative 4 plus 6 I, and then we have plus 2 plus a negative 2j. Alright, so negative 4 plus 6 is 2i, and 2 plus negative 2 is 0j. So you can write this as this, or you can leave this as just 2i. Right? So both of those are the same thing. Now 2w plus 3v, right? So 2w, so 2w equals 2 times 6i plus 2 times negative 2j. So 2 times 6 is 12i, and then minus 4j, right? And then 3v equals, well, 3 times negative 4i plus 3 times 2j with that, right? So now that's negative 12i plus 6j. Alright, so now I slide this up and I add. So now my solution, when I add these two together, so I get 12 plus negative 12, and I'll put that in I, plus negative 4 plus 6j. Well, negative 12 plus 12 is 0, so it's 0i, plus, and then negative 4 plus 6 is 2j. So remember, you can leave it like this, that's fine, or you can write it as just 2j. Okay? Hopefully this helps, and you can kind of start to see some of the very basics of vector addition with mixing in some scalar multiplication. So yeah, if you have any questions, just please let me know. Thanks.